Hello to the fourth annual Research Symposium. My name is William Hamilton and my topic is Virtuous Leadership in Exemplary Small Medium Enterprises, Temperament, Character, and the Organization. About myself. I'm in the Doctor of Philosophy, Organizational Development, and Leadership Training and e-learning program at UAGC. I'm also a retired U.S. Navy Surface Warfare Officer or Lieutenant Commander. I'm a certified professional in talent development with the Association for Talent Development. I'm also an English as a foreign language teacher and aspiring professor. In this presentation and research, I aspire to explore how leaders might use assessments to inform themselves as virtuous leaders for the betterment of the organization. Objectives for today. To give a brief overview of the research and gap in the literature on temperament, character, and virtue to be a virtuous leader in organizations. Explore future research and advancements in organizational development programs and HR initiatives to improve virtuosity in leading exemplary SMEs and organizations. The likely problem, as I understand it, is that leaders need the temperament, character, and virtue to be virtuous leaders to better the organization. Leaders may be born with a particular temperament, character is likely formed, but virtue is also likely problematic. Assessing and informing leaders on virtuosity in SMEs likely leads to exemplary organizations. The current literature. Virtuosity has three components: temperament, character, and virtues. Temperament is something we're likely born with and considered hardware. Examples might be being optimistic, easily angered, depressed, or unexcitable. Character, or software, and virtues have more than 60 defined traits across leadership styles. Coherent integration of methodology, data sets, and instrumentation are likely needed. Virtuous leadership in SMEs is my goal. According to research, virtue in Greek denotes excellence, morals, goodness, and advantage and benefits. Virtuous, in the context of capitalism and Max Weber, are born of religious virtuosity. Virtuous leadership is the ability to guide behaviors for positive outcomes or benefits, such as improvements in individual, team, and organizational performance, communication, motivation, cultural inclusion, better decision-making. However, the research linking virtuous leadership to organizational performance, especially SMEs, is found wanting. Virtue. According to research, virtue is framed in terms of 6 competencies: wisdom and knowledge, humanity, justice, courage, temperance, and transcendence. Transcendence being appreciative of beauty and having gratitude, hope, humor, and spirituality. Character. According to the research, personality and character, while related, are different. Personality suggests differences among people and their worldviews, while character refers to our habitual behaviors, our every acts, deeds, and behaviors in response to situations possibly due to emotions or feelings, thoughts, a sense of duty. Our character reflects not only our temperament, but how those cards are played. According to Childs, reveal our inner selves, our real selves, and our character. Temperament. Research suggests that temperament, or the types of characteristics of human behavior, can be broken down into 4 types, which Greeks also associated with the 4 elements. Choleric, or fire; bad-tempered, passionate, or easily angered; sanguine, air, cheerful, confident, or optimistic; phlegmatic, water; stolid, unemotional, unexcitable, or melancholic; earth, dejected, pensive, or depressed. Organization. In terms of leadership, research suggests It is virtuous leadership which transforms temperament, character, and virtue of individuals and the organization into excellence and an exemplary virtuous organization that likely follows. For example, an organization that consistently dominates and is sustainable, develops critical capabilities and interventions. Every year, the Association for Talent Development hosts the Best Awards for organizations worldwide as an opportunity for feedback and recognition of leadership excellence. The research also suggests there's a positive correlation between leadership, employee engagement, and earnings. Small and medium-sized enterprise. According to the research, no one accepted definition of small business exists and differs by country. And in the U.S., according to the Census Bureau, for example, it's 20 to 499 employees. In Europe, maybe less than 250. Income, less than 10 million and represent about 43% of GDP. In 2018, women-owned firms represented 20%, of which about 83% were white. Regardless of ownership, research suggests leadership excellence, engagement, and intervention are required to be exemplary organizations. The need for integrated research. No real consensus about what constitutes excellent leadership. For example, non-financial and/or financial outcomes or virtue ethics. It depends on the business case, organization, and strategy. Too many models and instruments that require integration, consensus, and normalization. It's very difficult to achieve such a consensus. Studies on virtuous leadership. Several studies exist, but few link virtuous leadership to the traditional leadership styles and financial results. And those that do are likely large organizations. The research is quantitative, qualitative, and mixed method. Searches were on virtuous leadership and organization, or SME, and financial results, temperament, virtue, and behavior, virtuous leadership, organizational performance, firm's financial performance, leadership style. The research suggests an organization characterized by virtue and the possibility of the concept of the authentic, transformational leader as the one closest to a virtuous leader. Assessment of virtuous leadership. According to the research, virtuous leadership and outcomes must be defined at the individual and organizational level and suggests measurement is not the same as evidence. This is business benefits of values. Certain models and dashboards and the use of Kirkpatrick's 4 levels of evaluation and Phillips' ROI can help drive virtuosity in individuals and the organization. The question of value is different for each organization and requires assessment, sequencing, measures, and metrics. Assessment and intervention of virtuous leadership practices begins at the strategic level. Findings. Exemplary organizations likely verse virtues and character in their code of ethics. Organizations must decide the level and capability of leadership they aspire to and develop leadership capability for excellence. Most of the research has been in large organizations. Validity problems with instruments concern confirmatory factorial analysis and data sets and populations. Longitudinal research is needed. Character is significant in developing personal and organizational meaning. Must be consistent character and it spreads. Small businesses seem more successful with democratic and laissez-faire style leadership. How does this correlate with virtuous leadership, and is this problematic? The organization must make a conscious decision about the type of benefits and outcomes they aspire to. Ethics and virtue must be clearly stated and articulated. It takes time and requires consistent, virtuous leadership. Few SMEs have been studied. Closing remarks on virtuous leadership and exemplary small, medium enterprises, temperament, character, and the organization. I hope you have enjoyed the presentation and developed an interest in the research in the community about virtuous leadership and the impact for benefits and value and exemplary SMEs. Thank you for the opportunity to discuss temperament, character, and virtuous leadership. My name is William Hamilton. My contact information is here. See the references and please reach out for further discussion on this topic. Thank you.